Good morning. It's 23 August from Great Barrington. So today I'm staying in at the hotel at the Days Inn. A couple of reasons. One is we're in the middle of Henri, which is a tropical storm. You can see sort of the beautiful hills maybe in the background there go around Great Barrington, but they're in sort of cloudy. There's a little edge of one there. They're in the clouds and there's a lot of rain going on. Power's gone off briefly a couple places, not so bad. I just came down here to the Staples. I had a document I had to sign and send to a friend. Staples is a tremendous store, and they have these offices that let you do that. I've used it before, but when you're hiking, you don't have anything except your backpack. You really appreciate little places like that. Tried to use the public library. They're closed on Mondays. They open at 11. Places like Staples are really tremendous. Reminds me also, I mentioned, taking the train, which is sort of a government subsidized entity, very inefficient. One train per day out to the western part of the state, whereas buses, multiple private companies offering multiple selections, and they service you. They give you onboard movies you can see on your telephone, things I've never done before, so it's sort of interesting. Just did some shopping here at the Y store, which is right next door. I was able to put my food in from the hotel room in plastic little baggies because the paper ones they sell would dissolve on my way back to the hotel. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. I may not have another video given the storm. All right, have a good day. Bye. Good afternoon, 23 August, toward the end of the day. The rain, it's about 1700. The rain from Tropical Storm Henri has just stopped. So I'm looking out the back of my hotel window or on the porch, and you can see the railroad and the puddles and the rain. Here's some other folks, so I'm just going to pop in for a second. This is my room. So I'm in the Days Inn, which is nicer than the hostels. There's no hostel here, but it's not unreasonably priced. This is just my room, just like any hotel room. I get my gear packed away together, and have a little fridge and micro where I've been sort of eating materials while I'm waiting for the storm to pass, and have my pack. I'm all getting ready to go for the trip, maybe tomorrow. So general impressions. So the storm, everything is super saturated out there. They had tropical storm Fred a week and a half ago through here, and now Henri, which was 2 days of solid heavy rain on everything. So even tomorrow, it's expected, the chances of rain after now are decreased significantly. So it's probably not going to rain much more tonight. But 2 solid heavy days of rain on top of the previous saturations, I know the trail conditions are going to be horrible. There's going to be high water everywhere. I'm going to be fording multiple little streams, mud sloshing around. So I may stay another day. Also, I unfortunately injured my toes a little bit. Nothing serious, just those crushed toenails. Those of you that have hiked or run a lot before, here, I'll show you real quick. My little toenails that are, they're feeling better now, but they were, after that 30 miles in my new boots, they got a little crushed in the toes. So that's, it's okay, but they'll be fine. But another day would help them more before I dove in. I may lose the nails, but again, that's not the end of the world. It's just one of those things that happens once in a while. I've injured them before. Let's see, some general impressions. The trail is, those are my socks drying in the back. Just, wash them out a little bit. The laundromat's miles away, so I don't go unless I need to. So the day before, yesterday when I was on the trail, it is super hot and humid. When I was in the shelter, I had a little, I don't have my sleeping bag with me, it's like a liner just to cover me to keep the mosquitoes away, and a head net, and I wear my hat in bed in the shelter to keep the mosquito netting away from my face. Very thick, the mosquito, just because it's been so wet. So it's very hot, up in the high 80s, 90s with very high humidity. I mean, such high humidity, you can actually see it, not in a fog or a mist, just you can actually see the humidity in the air when the light is right. It's lots of mosquitoes, lots of mud, not in the temperate forest area, but anywhere where you go into a low area, it just gets muddy and sloshy, high streams, and that's before Henri. Now it's going to be even more significant. A lot of down trees. There were down trees. Now there's going to be even more down trees and things. So yeah, I might give it a day, let the trail let the waters recede, if you will, let the trail mature just a little bit before I dive in, literally, to head further south. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see what the weather looks like. I'll be monitoring all the reports. I have a couple ways of getting back to the trail. It's not too far, a few miles. I could walk. I did that in Lee, but I was tired when I started the day on the trail, so I may take a shuttle or someone else is willing to give me a ride, but several options. So those are some of my first impressions on the trail. Other ones, I think I mentioned to you, the Concord grapes are ripening, which is very nice. The goldenrod and other flowers, you saw the pictures of are in bloom. Those are typical flowers of late summer, early fall. That's about where we are. The weather will be changing at some point. I can't wait for that. So that's going to be usually sometime in September. The weather will start to change where it will get a little more pleasant temperatures. I'd like to start getting south here as I can and make some progress. I really don't want to be in the winter, cold winter, in the Smoky Mountains. However, hiking in the 80s and 90s and the humidity is not fun either. I almost prefer the winter. I'll be waiting for the first frost to kill those mosquitoes. Those mosquitoes are just killing me out there. Sometimes there's a swarm. They love me. They follow me. It doesn't matter how much bug spray I put on. I cover up. It's just they can be very, very significant. Anyway, it's a balance. You take the warm humidity. The nice temperature in the middle is the best. Spring and fall are my favorite seasons. Summer and winter can be challenging, but spring and fall are nice. So the fall, once it gets into the fall and I'm hiking, that should be very nice, and I'm looking forward to that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All right, everyone. Well, I just want to show you the end of the storm. I may head out tomorrow morning, but I may stay another day. Logically, I think it'd be better to stay another day just to, even though I don't feel very productive here, I am recovering and there are things I can do. We'll see. All right, I'll make a judgment call in the morning. Have a good night, everyone.